Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you? I hope that all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I'm fine too. Welcome you all to NIEPS Homeschool. This is Mahmud Rahman, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today, I'm going to take an agriculture studies class for the students of class 7. Our today's topic is Topic Chapter 2, Lesson 1 and 2. Topic Chapter 2, Lesson 1 and 2. This is your lecture number 23. This is your lecture number 23. Dear students, already you know that a revised syllabus has been given by the government due to COVID-19 pandemic situation. So, I am discussing today's topics according to the new syllabus, new revised syllabus given by the government. Our today's chapter number 2, lesson 1 and 2. These two lessons from chapter 2 has been given in your new syllabus. So lesson 1, necessity of irrigation and enhancing its effectivity. You all know that irrigation is very much important in agriculture. Growing of crops is not possible without irrigation, but irrigation water is also wasted. The irrigation water loss in any form costs farmers extra labor and money. We know that irrigation is very much important, but in different ways the water of irrigation is wasted. So now we'll look how are the processes, what are the processes in of water loss of irrigation. Water loss may be caused by number 1, evaporation, number 2, trickling down of irrigated water, and number 3, leaking. In these three processes the water of irrigation is wasted. Number 1, evaporation. Water of pond, lake, canal and other reservoirs is being evaporated by the heat and radiation from the sun. The same thing happens to the irrigated water in the field. That means like the water of pond, lake, canals and other reservoirs, the irrigated water in the field is also evaporated. Number 2, trickling down of irrigation. Sorry, there is a spell mistake. It will be irrigation. Irrigation water. Irrigation water passes through the air pockets of porous soil and trickle down through the soil layers. So, how can we prevent this? Creation of a hard layer under the surface soil of crop field or irrigation channel may minimize such loss. And number 3, leaking of water. Through leakage, water passes to another plot or land. If there is a leak or several leakages in the irrigation field, then the water passes through another fields where irrigation is not intended or is not necessary. Thus, the irrigation water is wasted. The next point, rat creates holes in the alleys of the crop field through which water may reach neighboring plot. That means the irrigation water in an intended plot may be wasted through leakage and go to the neighboring plots by the holes created by rats. So rats should be controlled. So now, how can we enhance the effectiveness of irrigation? So look, enhancing the effectiveness of irrigation, number 1 point, sufficient and timely irrigation in a crop field maximize the utility of irrigation. That means we should water the lands sufficiently and in the due time. The next point, supply of required amount of water and irrigation in the morning or in the evening. In the morning and in the evening, the sun rays and the heat and radiation of the sun is not as much as in the daytime. So if we irrigate water in these periods, then radiation or evaporation would be less and irrigation will be more effective. The next point, strong alleys are to be raised and rats should be controlled. If the plants are planted in lines, irrigation should be applied in furrows between the lines. The next point is, right method of irrigation should be practiced before supplying water through channels. The channels should be checked. That means if there is any hole in the channels, we should check it. Sufficient organic matters should be added to soil. That means in the soil of a cultivable land, we should mix organic matters. So these are the points we should keep in mind to enhance the effectiveness of irrigation. Now lesson 2, irrigation methods. Choice of irrigation method depends on the type of land, nature of soil, source of water, kind of crop cultivated, etc. Some methods of irrigation are flood irrigation, furrow irrigation, border irrigation, number 4 circular irrigation, and number 5 sprinkler irrigation. So what is flood irrigation? This irrigation is suitable for flat land and a large area of crop field can be irrigated in a short time. Water is drawn from nearby ponds, canals and other water reservoirs. In this process of irrigation, water is drawn from canals or ponds or other reservoirs and a huge amount of land can be irrigated in a short time. The last point is, this irrigation is effective for plain land and requires less labor and time. Number 2, furrow irrigation, suitable for crops being raised in lines. Water is allowed to flow along furrows. No possibility of water logging, as water is allowed to go along a furrows. The water logging is not possible in this type of irrigation. The next point, where the plot is flat, the length of furrow will be longer, and if the plot is sloped, furrows will be shorter. The next point is, the whole crop field can be systematically irrigated. Water loss and erosion of soil can be minimized. So this is the characteristics of furrow irrigation. Border irrigation. Considering the topography of the crop field, the field is divided into small blocks and each block is connected with a main irrigation channel. There is a irrigation channel made and crop field is divided into several blocks and all the blocks are separately connected to this main channel. In this method, water management is very easy, wastage of water is less and less soil erosion is caused. The next one is circular irrigation. Instead of a whole field, the soil around a tree is irrigated. Main water channel is dug in the middle of two tree lines, so wastage of water is minimum. This type of irrigation is especially applied in fruit orchards. the last point is a circular furrow is dug keeping the foot of the tree at the center. Water management is very easy in this method. The last one is sprinkler irrigation. This is a method of water the plants using watering cans where irrigation occurs like rainfall. Suitable for watering seed beds, potted plants, ornamental plants, leafy vegetables, etc. So, these are the 5 methods of irrigation. So, my dear students, I hope that you have understood today's 2 lessons very carefully. For better understanding, you must study your textbook at home. If you have further questions or queries, please contact in my number. This is my phone number, and you can also contact me through my messenger ID, Mahmood Rahman Sohel. So, see you in your next class with another topic and chapter. Till then, take care of yourself, avoid your parents. Allah Hafiz.